Hello and welcome to this tutorial. In this tutorial I want to show you how you can create these traffic spawn where the traffic spawns automatically with different cars. Great, so let's go. First of all, I just created this map here with an ocean coming from the water plugin, and these are just bridge elements which are just blueprint actors. So right click, blueprint class, actor. Let's take a look. As you can see, it's just static mesh as a bridge, nothing else. So the first thing that we need to do is we need to set this bridge part, so the street part, up to spawn traffic. For that we need a new variable called traffic density. This will be an integer. The second one will be vehicles. We're using the NPC vehicle from the last tutorial, of course, links in the description. So all we have to do is, this is my name of my NPC vehicle, and we just go here to the variable type, blueprint underscore NPC vehicle as a class reference, and we choose array. In this way we can choose as many vehicles as we want. I also created some child classes, so all you have to do is I use the vehicle variety pack volume 2, then you go to blueprints, to the sedan, open this up, and all you have to do is to go to the class settings and set the NPC vehicle class right here. In this way, when we go back to the street part, we can choose any vehicle that we want. So let's choose the standard one and choose some more. The sedan, the SUV, and the camping van. Next, we add up some arrows. These are the spawn points later, so you can place them whatever you want. Like that. And then we can add up a box collision and place this box collision just in front of here where the street part is starting. And with this box collision we add up a spline component. Very important, this spline has to be a child of this box collision. Like that. And all we have to do is we set up the length of this spline point to the end of the road, like that, and repeat this for all the other lanes, like that. And then we go to the event graph, open up the details of the first collision box, and say on component begin overlap. And all we have to do is we cast to our NPC vehicle and set the active path from the last tutorials to the matching spline. So we have box 1 to spline 1 and continue. Next we will create a spawn function, so add custom event, and this will be called spawn vehicle. We start with the traffic density, choose a random integer. I would recommend to set the density to 4. Then we need to do once. We go from here and say switch on integer, uncheck the default pin, and in my case, since I have 4 lanes, I choose 4 pins. And then we take out the first arrow, get the world transform, right click, switch structure pin, then we get the vehicles, we get the length of the array, a random integer again, we get a copy, connected. And then we say spawn AI from class on 0, connect the location and the rotation, and we continue this for all the arrows as a spawn point. So I skip the process. At the end, we will need a delay of about 5 seconds. Connect any point, and the complete goes to the reset. Like that. So we finished our spawn vehicle function, which spawns a random vehicle at a random spawn point. Let's go back to our NPC vehicle, where we have the steering and the speed control. And here we need the despawn function. So we get the player pawn, get the actor location, get the actor location, in this case of self, so of the NPC vehicle. Check with equal. If it's equal, have a tolerance of 35,000. Then we need a branch to ask, like that. And on false, we want to destroy the actor. So basically, when the NPC vehicle is far away from the player, it will destroy itself, so it will despawn. Then we go to our vehicle. In my case, it's this truck now. It can also be a car or a player, doesn't matter. And all we have to do is we add up an sear collision. The through radius I would recommend is 30,000. Then we go to the collision settings. We will set this to custom. We can ignore everything except for the world dynamic. We check this to overlap. Then we go to the event graph and say on component begin overlap. Then we cast to the street element. In my case, it's called blueprint street. And we call the spawn vehicle function. And that's it. Let's see if this works. We hit play. The traffic is spawning. Of course, you can increase or decrease the traffic density. Great. So I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. If you have any questions, please let me know, and yeah, goodbye.